and happy Sunday. Welcome to a new vlog. Today is cleaning and packing day. It is already quite late actually. It is 20 past 3, and the reason why I'm only starting now, even though, well, I've cleaned this morning, I'm only starting the packing now, although I was planning to do that first thing in the morning, is because there's been a lot of emotional moments since this morning, let's say. My anxiety has been horrible, and the reason for that is the following. Owen has, as you know, chickenpox, and he's not contagious anymore. All the spots are scabbed over. Some of the scabs are actually starting to fall off, and they're healing really well. That pox clean we got yesterday is doing wonders, and I mean, I know if you've seen the previous one, you'll have seen Owen advertising it. It's so handy. It's really good. So it's looking much better. I haven't seen him scratch once, and the doctor has confirmed that it was not contagious anymore once it was all scabbed over. We had checked earlier this week the EasyJet website to know if we would be allowed to fly even if Owen still had spots but wasn't contagious anymore, and the website says that you are, as long as the spots are scabbed over and it's been at least 7 days since the first spots appeared, which is the case for him. And then my mother-in-law phoned me this morning, and she was saying one of her friends, even though the spots was scabbed over, couldn't get on a flight to be able to go on holidays. So I thought I'll just Google to see people's experience, and it seems like it's happening a lot with EasyJet, and it seems to be that basically whoever is there on the flight decides whether you go or not, and a lot of people said they were able to go past with a note from the doctor. So once I started to research more, basically EasyJet strongly recommends you have a note from the doctor. They can't refuse you if you have a letter saying you are definitely not contagious anymore. So the problem is that it's Sunday. We go very early on Tuesday morning, so there's only tomorrow. The problem is our GP is a nightmare to get letters from them, and it's impossible so far. From my experience, I have had to request documents from them many times in the last few years, and I have never managed to get it the same day, even if I really need it quickly. As a rule, usually it takes 2 to 3 working days to get a letter, which is not good for us. And when I put pressure on them, once I managed to get it the next working day, first thing in the morning. So it needs to be at least for 24 hours, which is impossible for us because it won't be open by the time we need to leave the house. So we decided, since the out of hours doctors diagnosed Owen with chickenpox, we thought we'll chance it and phone them and explain the situation and see if they can do the letter for us. And there was about 3.5 hours between when we phoned and they say they would discuss it and phone us back, and when they phoned us back to say they would do it. So it's been a massive relief. But this morning I was an emotional wreck because I was faced with the fact that we might not be able to go. Also, Alfie to me is like a ticking time bomb when it comes to chickenpox. I know a lot of people are saying to me he might not get it. I'm being realistic there. It's a highly contagious disease. Even if I try to keep them apart, they play with the same toys, they live in the same house. It's virtually impossible that he will not catch it. This morning he had, in the crease of his arm, he has 3 tiny spots close together. Now, in normal times, I would just think this is just irritation, especially it's been kind of muggy and damp lately, but still warmish. So it's the perfect weather for this to happen. I do get irritation there all the time. He does get it all the time. If it wasn't for the fact Owen had chickenpox, I wouldn't even look at it. I would think, oh, it's just a bit irritated there. They don't look like chickenpox at all. They don't have that little bubble or anything. But I've been basically watching it so closely, and I'm terrified that he will get it before we go. If Alfie starts to show spots before we leave, he will not be able to be on the flight. So if that happens, James will have to stay behind with Alfie. We did try to see if there would be a way to book flights for a week later for Alfie if it did happen, and everything is sold out. So it's not gonna happen. So now we need to cross our fingers that Alfie doesn't show any signs before we take the flight, and then he can get it in France and be better by the time we come back. If we look at the timing of when it started for Owen and the incubation period of 2 weeks, it should fall around next weekend, so it would seem very early for him to get it before. But you never know. There's always a possibility that they could have both got it from someone else. I don't know. We'll see. But I was very stressed out. So from the moment we knew that Owen could fly because he has the letter, I decided that I know for sure now that at least Owen and I are going, so I would start packing, and I was going to pack just my suitcase and Owen's, and then I figured it was just easier to do everybody, and then we'll see. At least we're ready to go. But this is what I'm facing. I've just packed Owen's suitcase and his hand luggage, and it feels very empty to me because it's the summer and everything is so tiny. So this is currently the way his suitcase looks. Now it will be packed like full to the brim when we come back, but I mean, I need to get a few more underwear from the wash whenever they are out, but it has like everything, I think. Sunglasses, hat, sunscreen, a water bottle, his teddy, 2 swimsuits, 5 vests and 4 pairs of shorts. And then he has a snack there, he has an extra change of clothes. We are going to go in tracksuits and long sleeves because it's going to be cold when we leave. And I'm going to put their sandals and, what do you call it? Like summer clothes in their backpacks. I've packed the clothes for them to wear. Now this is Alfie's, but it looks much more full because this is all nappies. Size 7 nappies don't exist in France, so we're going to bring quite a lot. And then all of these are all different swimsuits. These are actually swim nappies because he doesn't fit anymore in the biggest disposable ones, so I found some reusable swim nappies. And then shorts and vests and water bottle and hats, sunscreen, glasses, and chickenpox thing just in case. James is a work in progress. This is kind of for hand luggage for James and I. And mine, I've literally dumped everything in there. I need to do the thing, toiletry bags. Just going to keep all the toiletries together in my suitcase. And then Alfie's bag, Alfie's hand luggage is bringing a small backpack. I'm bringing a backpack too, and James has a slightly bigger one. So there we have everything. So yeah, we'll cross our fingers that we can all go, but I'm going to continue and pack as if we were, and yeah, we'll see. Sit on the ground. I'm test driving a lipstick which I got for the wedding because I want something waterproof. It will stay on. It's going to be very hot there, and I have waterproof mascara. My foundation won't be waterproof because I can't put anything waterproof on my face. I will react to it. But this, I'm not a big fan of 24-hour stuff, but it's just one day. It's the Lipfinity color 24 in the shade Glowing 016. I really like the color. I think I'm gonna do, my dress is green. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I have some nude colored sandals. I think I've shown them to you before. My dress is green, like a duck egg green. And I think I'm gonna do all my eyes like I was gonna do a simple eyeliner, but then that's probably gonna melt and smudge, so I thought I'd probably do like a smoky eye but with like browns and golds, because then it's a more, not messy look, but you know, even if it starts to smudge, it's not as defined as the eyeliner. So I think that's what I will do, and I am going to test the foundation I will use on the few days before to see if it stays on. I have the powder from Urban Decay I usually use. I don't usually only use that, but because of the pictures and all, I want something a bit better. One of my friends gave me, she had a Charlotte Tilbury foundation, which is too light coverage for her, and she didn't like it, so she gave me the rest of her bottle instead of the same shade as me to try it on. So I'm going to bring it with me. I just need to find it. I've put it somewhere, I don't know where. I'm going to bring that, and otherwise there's a Sephora in my hometown, and I will go and get the Makeup Forever foundation, which I know the shade fits me and stays on. Probably not end up using the rest of it, but I need something for that day, so I'll go and buy that in Sephora in the days before, because I know that will more than likely stay on. So I packed the toiletries, and I'm in the middle of doing my makeup bag, so I thought I would try that. I'm very pleased with my eyebrows. I think they are really nice color and they really match my hair very well. And they're defined, but they're still, you know, big enough. I don't like tiny eyebrows, so yeah. I feel like I can finally start to breathe. I got so anxious this morning. It's taking me ages to shift this, and yeah, I got worked up completely. Anyway, That's what happens with me. But tonight we're getting a Chinese, and so then we'll have the leftover for tomorrow night. And our favorite Chinese, the last time we wanted to order, was completely closed. Oh, there is, oh no, it's my neighbor trying to bark. I thought it was James barking. We wanted to order and it was closed, and I'm hoping they're not closed down. They were just on holidays, because it's our favorite Chinese and the other ones aren't very nice around here. So hopefully I can get the food I wanted. The last time that I was frustrated I couldn't get, I ended up getting the similar food from another place, and it wasn't nice at all, and I didn't finish it. So yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to stop my rambling. It's now 11:15 in the evening. As you can see, the lipstick is still on, and I have eaten, I have drunk loads of water directly from the bottle, and now it hasn't budged, so it's really good. I'm going to take it off. Well, part of me is tempted to keep it on during the night to see what happens. I might actually do that, because I'm going to wash my sheets tomorrow anyway. I'm going to try this out so you can see in the next vlog what happened. We ended up getting takeaway. The Chinese place we used to go to is closed again. I really think it has closed down, unless they're on holidays for like a full month or something, I'm not sure. But I've sent them a message on Facebook to see if they reply. But I would hate it if they were, because it was just a very nice Chinese, and it was like not like full of oil and stuff, and it was kind of a healthier version, and it tasted a lot nicer than most of the ones we have around here. So anyway, we'll see. I ended up getting some just kebab meat with a naan bread, and I only managed about a third of it, so I'll have more for tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna head to bed. The packing is a work in progress. I have my last load of laundry in the tumble dryer now. Everything else has been done. Tomorrow I am bringing the boys to James's mom's at 10 AM. Then James will pick them up on his way back home from work at about 6:30. So I have the full day to finish to pack, finish to tidy up, get the bed changed. I always change the beds the day before we go, so we only sleep one night in them, so when we come back we have kind of fresh sheets. They are not entirely fresh, but you know what I mean. They don't need to be changed right away. Sorry, I have hiccups again. I need to shave my legs. I need to remove the hair from my body basically, because I'm going to be wearing a swimsuit. So I have a whole selection of things, so I'll be able to, I'm going to wait until I'm back from bringing them to actually have my shower, and I'll just have a nice long shower where I can wash my hair and just, you know, take my time to take care of myself, so I'm all ready to go. But to be honest, I'm pretty impressed with how much I've done. I have, hold on, I have the bath mats. I have actually washed them today. Like all of upstairs is super clean, and all the laundry is done apart from the bedding, which will have to be done tomorrow. But yeah, I think it's the first time I managed to tidy up as much. Sometimes stress is good for something, is that it makes me do stuff to get to relieve the stress. So yeah, I will stop this vlog here, and I will continue vlogging in the morning, potentially in a new vlog. Bye.